Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the AEW Unrivaled 13, the Blade figure from Jazwares. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks really good, and I just thought they did a really good job with a very basic look. The Blade just looks intimidating in general, so his ring gear really isn't something too crazy, which is, it works. You know, it's just black pants with the boots, and yeah. That's about it, and just they did a great job. I think the likeness here is pretty close, definitely softer features as we're used to with Jazwares stuff, but it definitely reads as the Blade. I thought they did a perfect job with the torso in terms of conveying his physique, so very good choice there. And now we get some nice details with the pants, with the way they sculpted the folds, the way you got the sculpt on the boots, just really nice work there. And then of course we get the Blade there on the back, so yeah. That will do it for aesthetics. We get a nice straightforward loadout of accessories here. So jumping right in, we get two different head sculpts, and this is the alternate head. We just get the kind of unmasked, if you will. So as he wrestles, and then we get the one right out of the box, which is the one with the bandana across the face. Again, done really well with the sculpt, especially on the bandana with the nice kind of like the cloth being pulled there. So very nice details in that regard. Then we get his beanie, which you can see just the kind of stitching lines there. You can see it is kind of shaped to go over his ears, which is a nice touch. And then we get his glasses, and I like the way these look. The plastic is very flimsy, and one of the arms doesn't stay on. I'm gonna have to like kind of work with that, find out how to get it to stay, but they do look nice on the figure. And then finally we get his entrance jacket. Very basic, but very nicely done, especially with the popped collar and the way they kind of did the folds there. So really big fan of that. I just, honestly, even as much as I love modularity, especially with accessories, I do kind of wish they just made his kind of entrance head sculpt with the hat and glasses as part of the actual sculpt. But overall, still very good. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are definitely decent. As you can see, we can hold our freestanding kick, which is very nice. Then getting into the finer points, we are on our ball hinge for head. So as you can see, we can definitely look down. We can look up very nicely as well. And not really any tilt, but we do get rotation. Then we come to the arms and we get a little bit past our T. We do have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, folding completely in half. Then we get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal, and we get our double ball joints, so one at the diaphragm, one at the waist. And because of the sculpt, actually not too bad. We actually get a lot at the waist, so that makes up for the kind of lack of crunch we get here at the diaphragm. So not too bad. Arch back is there. Again, this is actually more where we're running into that sculpt. And then we get a little bit of side to side. Comes to the hips, coming out, not full splits, but definitely respectable. Front kick, not so much. We're not even really approaching 90, so that's kind of sad. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which are going to be hindered by those pads, so we're going to get just about 90. We do get boot swivel as well. We get some really nice point, a little bit of forward, and some very nice rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with the Bunny and the Butcher, with some other AEW figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with our articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as the Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the AEW Unrivaled 13, the Blade figure from Jazwares, is that this is a really good figure. The likeness is pretty much spot on. Again, a little soft, but that's just kind of what Jazwares does. The articulation I do wish was had a little more range, but still, like, everything here is definitely good. For the accessories, like it looks absolutely fantastic. I just do wish that they kind of did the entrance head sculpt as one piece with the hat and the glasses. But other than that, I mean, just really good, absolutely solid figure, and definitely worth picking up. Certainly if you're a fan of the faction, if you're a fan of the Blade in particular. Yeah, so it's showing up on pegs in Certainly Walmart's, I haven't seen it in Targets yet, but it should be following soon, I would imagine. And in terms of online, I think it's pretty much only available on Ringside. I could be wrong, but if I find anything else, I'll put it in the description below. So that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, of course, and more. So with that being said, come on back. Let's talk some more toys. Let's escape the world for a while. And ultimately, I just hope that you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.